we'll move into the actual biogeochemical cycles. So first, we saw that uh, the microbes are our tools. Microbes are our tools that we are going to use in environmental biotechnology. So we saw the different application areas where environmental biotechnology can be used, and how environmental biotechnology is different from other biotechnologies, because we are always working in a mixed culture, in an open and non-sterile system. Okay. And we saw the three success factors. How do you determine success? Okay, so always the microbe जो microorganism हम study करो છો, so it has to always survive in a competition with other organisms. So only microorganisms जो से ecosystem रहती है तांग संग से there is always a competition for food, for nutrition, ଆଉ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷର competition always ଥାଏ। ତ ତା ଭିତରୁ जो microbe ଆମେ ଯୋଉଟା ଆମେ study କରୁଛୁ, that has to win out। ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ କି the desired cycles or the desired functions of that organism should work in that particular ecosystem। एमती बहुत केस रे हुए कि because of stress due to external माने environment features, maybe that cycle won't work है। So हमको दरकार कि से जो particular cycle रे हम interested अच्छु, say that should also work। now ଗୋଟେ ଆମର third point of success is proliferation of undesired microbes can be prevented। So uh, there are microorganisms which are opposed to our microbes of study, so semanko we have to prevent। So that's the basic idea। So before we closed, we were looking at some of the fundamentals of cell। What is a cell? It's a fundamental block of life, how it is different from other living organisms। ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ cells are capable of growth and reproduction ହେଲା। so ସେମାନେ ନିଜର ନିଜ ଭଳିଆ ଅନ୍ୟ କପି କ୍ରିଏଟ୍ କରିପାରିବେ, ଆଉ they are highly organized। so ତାଙ୍କର organelles ଥାଏ କି depends upon what sort of organism that is। so different ତାଙ୍କର ଇଏ ଥାଏ। and then cells are composed of organic elements, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus की sulfur। ତାପରେ ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ cells are self feeding। okay, so they are able to ତାଙ୍କ environment ରୁ they are able to take the desired elements, electrons, energy जोटा भी ସେମାନେ ନେଇପାରିବେ। and the most important part we saw that we are going to focus our attention on metabolism। no? Metabolism is this process। okay, so how we are able to take in the different nutrients from the surrounding environment and then utilize it। so ଆମ case ରେ हमको ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବ। so microbes should be ସେ କଣ କଣ metabolize କରିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି ହେଲା। so metabolism ହେଇପାରିଲେ ହିଁ ତମେ କହିପାରିବ କି there is some amount of success in that। ତାପରେ ଆମେ କେତେଟା ଜିନିଷ ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ is ଗୋଟେ living cell। okay, ଗୋଟେ living cell ତ କଣ କଣ distinguishing features ଅଛି। cell membrane ତାର ଥାଏ, cell wall ଥାଏ, ଏଇଟା ସବୁ ମୁଁ discuss କରିଛି, ସେଥିଲାଗି ମୁଁ ଆଉ ବେଶୀ ମୁଁ time spend କରିବିନି ଆ ଉପରେ। then we looked at cytoplasm, chromosome, ribosome, and enzyme। so these are some things that we had a look on in the last class। okay, so what we will do now is we will move into uh, some other fundamentals, especially talking about prokaryotes and eukaryotes। so maybe tomorrow 11 12 ରେ ହିଁ ତମେ ଏଇ fundamental already ପଢି ସାରିଥିବ prokaryotes ଆଉ eukaryotes, but ଆମେ ଟିକେ ଆମ context ରେ ସେଇଟା ଦେଖିବା କି ଆମ case ରେ କଣ କଣ ଅଛି। okay, so before I move into prokaryotes and eukaryotes, ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ diagram ଦେଖିବା। this is ଏଇ diagram କୁ କୁହାଯାଏ as a phylogenetic tree ହେଲା। more specialization is bioinformatics है ना। so generally what I do is हमको बहुत गुड़ा एमती organisms ର sequence मिले है। maybe I'm interested to compare certain proteins or something, ମୁଁ ସେ sequence नहीं की I can compare and then create a tree like this phylogenetic tree। So basically, this is a phylogenetic tree of life. ତମେ ଏଇଟା again 11 12 ରେ ପଢିଥିବ tree of life which represents all the organisms out here. So majorly ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ there are ତିନିଟା ଆମର major category ଦେଖୁଛୁ ଗୋଟେ bacteria ଗୋଟେ archaea ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଆମେ eukaryotes. Eukaryotes usually bacteria ଆଉ archaea କୁ ମିଶେଇକି they are considered as prokaryotes ହେଲା. Just to talk about phylogenetic tree, ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରିବା phylogenetic tree ର meaning ହେଉଛି it shows evolutionary relationships. Okay, it shows evolutionary relationships among the species. Okay, that they have common ancestors. So in case maybe there was some sort of common ancestor of the bacteria, archaea, and the eukaryotes. ହେଲା ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଆମେ phylogenetic tree ରେ ଦେଖିପାରିବା each node with descendants represent the most common ancestor of the descendant and the edge corresponds to the time estimate. So କେତେଟା କେସରେ if the length ଏଇ ଯୋଉ length ତମେ ଦେଖୁଛ ଏଇଟା ଛୋଟ ହେଲେ so the time okay time estimate is lower ଲମ୍ବା ହେଲେ you can tell it is more distant ହେଲା. So each node is called as a taxonomic unit, okay, and internal nodes are called as hypothetical taxonomic units. So if there is so for example, this is a hypothetical taxonomic unit. Eight हमारा actual organisms है. So this is what the phylogenetic tree of life looks like. More ଖାଲି ଏଇଟା just to bring it up ମୁଁ just ଦେଖଉଛି ଏଇ ତିନିଟା major categories ଅଛି bacteria ଆଉ archaea को ମିଶେଇକି ଆମେ prokaryote କହୁ ଆଉ eukaryotes is a separate branch itself. So prokaryote cells are usually independent, okay. Our eukaryotes are generally multicellular, okay, generally multicellular, not all are, but they are multicellular. And one more difference, I think the difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes you very well know. ମୁଁ ଖାଲି just I want to point out few things and then we can move on. Okay. So the prokaryotic cell is simpler than the eukaryote, lacking lacking a nucleus. Okay, माने prokaryotic cells in nucleus not था and many organelles not था. So that is the major difference that we have. Bacteria and archaea are the two kinds of prokaryotes that we usually see. So I just want to point out this is a very simple bacterial cell. ଆଉ ଆମକୁ ଖାଲି just revise କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ is what are the important organelles ହେଲା. So again this is something ତମେ ମାନେ already ଜାଣିଛ ମୁଁ କିଛି ନୂଆ କହୁନି just for your revision ମୁଁ କେତେଟା ଜିନିଷ ଲେଖୁଛି. So generally bacterial cell they have capsules ହେଲା. So there it's ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା capsule କ'ଣ. We have ribosomes, cell wall, plasma membrane ହେଲା. So basically capsule surrounds the plasma membrane as a protective layer. Ribosomes ତମେ ଜାଣିଛ is able to produce different proteins, okay, and cell wall, plasma membrane, capsule basically outer component, ribosome ରହିଲା ତମର, and then there are fimbriae and pili, okay, and flagellum. So different bacteria require uh, these organs for movement ପାଇଁ use करा जाए. And obviously there is no nucleus but we have a nucleoid, okay. So the genetic material is already present. How ketara inclusion bodies भी ଥାଏ. So inclusion bodies are present in a bacteria. So briefly to talk about each of these things ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ table तुमको दिखेगी. So just to talk about the common bacterial structure, ଏଟା କାହିଁକି important to revise is because ଆମେ ଯେବେ କିଛି cycle ବିଷୟରେ କଥା ହବୁ କି ଯାହା ବିଷୟରେ ବି କଥା ହବୁ we will come to these terms ହେଲା. So ଟିକେ revision ହେଲେ it is always good to uh, refer to all of this and things like that. So I was just referring to the bacterial structures. है ना? So plasma membrane, तारा काम कौन? It is selectively permeable. Okay. So ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ it doesn't allow. It only allows the particular required material. Okay. So it's a mechanical boundary of the cell. So nutrient and waste transport सेटा करे. ଆଉ ବହୁତ ଗୁଡ଼ା metabolic process ଏଠି ହୁଏ ଯେମିତିକି respiration photosynthesis ଏଇଟା ଏଠି ହୁଏ. and it's very important for detection of environmental cues for chemotaxis. Chemotaxis is movement, है ना? Chemotaxis is movement. There is also some gas vacuoles, so it is an inclusion that gives buoyancy to aquatic environment. Cell को float करेगा पाए, it gives buoyancy. Ribosomes, ଯେମିତି ମୁଁ କହିଲି, it gives us the facility of protein synthesis, and then we have inclusion bodies. So inclusion bodies allow for storage of material like carbon, phosphate, other substances, है ना? ଆଉ ଏଥିରେ chemical reactions भी କେତେଟା हुଏ, okay? So that's the purpose of the inclusion bodies. And then we have the nucleoid, which is the genetic material, okay, and then amara ase periplasmic space. So generally in gram negative bacteria, okay, gram negative bacteria, this contains hydrolytic enzymes and binding proteins for nutrient processing and uptake, है ना? So it is generally gram negative रे periplasmic space हमको मिलुଛି, and in gram positive it might be smaller or absent, है ना? एटा टिके तमे मने रखिबो. Then we have the cell wall, okay, so cell wall gives protection from osmotic pressure, especially this is important if it is in a aquatic environment, okay, so there is this cell wall present. So osmotic stress protection provide करे, as well as it maintains the cell shape, okay. And then we have the capsules and slime layer, okay. So this again protects from phagocytosis, okay, and it allows to adherence, है, so to attach. So जो surface रे समाने लागी के रही पारिबे, so capsules और slime layers सेटा हमको provide करे. Now Fimbriae pili flagella, so this is mainly for movement, okay, movement. So attachment to surface, bacterial conjugation, ହେଲା, so अच्छा conjugation भी involved ଅଛି, हमें सेटा ସେଥିରେ ଯିବାନି, but mainly for movement, transformation, twitching, swimming and swarming motility. So Fimbriae pili and flagella ର କାମ. Last ଗୋଟେ ମୁଁ କହିବି before I finish this is endospores, ହେଲା. So basically if the environment is very harsh, it is very difficult, bacteria also form endospore, ହେଲା. So to survive that harsh environment, ହେଲା, ତ ଆମେ ଏଇଟା ଟିକେ ପରେ ଦେଖିବା ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ୟୁନିଟରେ ଯେବେ ଆମେ ପଢିବା about microbes in extreme environment, ଆମେ ଟିକେ endospore ବିଷୟରେ ବି ଆମେ ପଢିବା. So these are very common bacterial structures and their functions, very important for us as we start the work over here. ଟିକେ ଆମେ DNA, protein, RNA and protein विषय भी टिके हमें revision कर दवा. So how the genetic information flows, okay. So we have the DNA, okay. So DNA serves as the template for synthesis of new, आपको कहा जाए as replication, okay. So replication हुए, our DNA रू RNA we have, so the transcription, okay. So transcription हुए, ହେଲା, and then RNA to protein is translation, okay. So this is the thing over here. So this is the genetic material, DNA को कहा जाए. DNA रू we get RNA, okay, through the process of transcription, and then RNA in ribosomes gives rise to proteins, and the proteins, okay, so they might control the DNA and RNA ର expression, ହେଲା. So that is also very much possible here. So ଏଇ flow chart को ତମେ ଦେଖି ପାରିବ, ଆମେ ବହୁତ ଭଲରେ ସେ process ସବୁ କହିଛି, okay. So protein को ତମେ ଦେଖो, so ultimately DNA gives rise to protein, but protein is also able to control the synthesis of DNA and all of these things over here, okay. So this also is very important for us. हालांकि हमें बेसी genetics ଉପରେ ଯିବାନି, ଆମେ ତ mainly protein functions ଉପରେ will confine ourselves, okay. So talking about the bacterial shapes, what are the common shapes? Coccus and rods, okay. Coccus and rods are the most common bacterial shapes. So it is just example ମୁଁ କେତେଟା ଦେଇଛି ତମକୁ. Staphylococcus aureus. Okay, so these are all coccus, and this is a rod structure. Apart from the coccus and rods, there are some other structures as well. ଏଇଟା ତାର picture ଅଛି, ତମମାନେ ଦେଖିପାରିବ ଏଇଟା ପରେ just remember the shapes that are present over here. So ଏଇଟା କାହିଁକି important is ଆମେ ପରେ ପଢିବା about biofilm, okay, and other things. So these are some macro structures that the bacteria form, ସେଇଟା ବି ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରିବା. Okay, so this is just a picture of the cell wall of gram positive and gram negative bacteria. ଆମେ already ସେଟା table ରେ uh, is the presence of plasmids. Okay, so you have the nucleoids. Okay, you have the nucleoids. Okay, apart from that, you also have the plasmid. Okay, you also have the plasmid. So plasmid is the extra nutrient, an extra DNA content that is present. So ଏଇଟା କେତେଟା common types of major types of bacterial plasmids ମୁଁ ଏଠି ଲେଖିଛି. Okay, ତାର function ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରିବା. So for example, conjugate plasmids, transfer of DNA from one cell to the other. R plasmids is antibiotic resistance and bacteria को provide करें. Okay, and there is virulence plasmids, metabolic plasmids, and call plasmids. So it is just ତମର information ପାଇଁ ତମେ କେତେଟା ଜିନିଷ already ପଢି ବି ସାରିଥିବ, um, but then this is kind of important ହେଲା. So bacteria ର major aspects ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ organelles. Okay, the I mean like the different parts also ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ. Okay, so moving on to the next species, जोटा हमारा species तमको कहबे ना, again the major division जोटाକୁ हम prokaryote रे हम consider करछु is the archaea. Okay, usually archaea को हमें कहउतलु as organisms that survive in extreme temperatures. Okay, so obviously they do survive in extreme temperatures, but the Arabic it's very important to understand the archaea as well. Okay, so ଏଠି ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରୁଛୁ is the that archaea also like bacteria is coccus and rods are the major structures of these two organisms. Eta, but then there are some other type of structures as well. Eta good example is giant archaea. So this is Candidus giganthema. Okay, so this forms long filaments that are covered with bacterial biofilm. So basically, the major structure ହଉଛି filamentous archaea. ସେଇଟା cover ହେଇଛି bacterial biofilm ହେଲା. So this is one of the exceptions ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରୁଛୁ. So if we compare between bacteria and archaea, what difference हमको मिले? Okay. So if you look at the plasma membrane lipids, in bacteria you have ester-linked phospholipids, okay, hapenoids, and they form a lipid bilayer. ଏଇଟା again ତମେ biochemistry ରେ ପଢିଥିବ, but ମୁଁ ଏତେ ତାକୁ importance ଦେବିନି. Bacteria ର ଏଇଟା ଅଛି, and in archaea we have glycerol diethers form lipid bilayers. Okay, and glycerol tetraethers form lipid monolayers. So ଏଇଟା ଟିକେ difference ଅଛି. ଏଠି ester linked phospholipids ଅଛି, ଏଥିରେ ଏଇ case ରେ glycerol diether lipid bilayer form କରୁଛି. Cell wall is present also in both. In cell wall, peptidoglycan is present. ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ gram positive gram negative ଯୋଉଟାରୁ ଗୋଟେ peptidoglycan ଥାଏ. Very very diverse, but peptidoglycan is always absent ହେଲା. So it is not present, but ଗୋଟେ S layer might be present. So some combine S layer with polysaccharides or proteins. Okay, ଆଉ କେତେ ଜଣଙ୍କ cell wall ହିଁ ନଥାଏ ହେଲା. So that's there. Both of them have gas vacuoles for buoyancy. Ribosome, both of them use the 70S ribosome. Okay, and chromosome structure mostly circular. Okay, ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ in the nucleoid thae. Bacteria we have the nucleoid. Okay. Etheric acid, it is double stranded circular DNA. Okay. Plasmids, yes, এটি plasmids thae, এটি भी plasmids thae. And external structures, flagella, fimbriae, pili are common. এটি भी flagella, pili and pilus like structures are common over here. And capsules and slime layers are found in bacteria, which is rare. Okay, which is rare in the archaea. So it is just a comparison between bacteria and archaea. Good time they were considered to be one. I mean, archaea was considered as a type of bacteria, but now we know that they are a complete separate group of organisms. So from bacteria, archaea, ଆମେ ଟିକେ eukaryotes को ଆସିବା. So this is just a collection of various eukaryotic cells. Just ମୁଁ ଏଟା ଲେଖିଛି for your reference. So this is the paramecium, ହେଲା? Paramecium. This is, I think, diatom. Okay, diatom, and then we have some other organisms as well. So um, currently I'm talking about the microbes. ହେଲା? uh, to know about the microbes, because these are our tools, American, and the microbes itself are involved in the biogeochemical cycle. So it is very important to read about it. ठीक ଅଛି, तो ଆମେ यूकेरियोट्स ଆମେ ପଢୁଥିଲୁ, so ଆମେ ଟିକେ यूकेरियोट्स ର ବି ଦେଖିବା ଆମର. So यूकेरियोट्स ର major difference ଆମେ ପାଉଛୁ is the presence of nucleus. Okay, the presence of nucleus and the presence of different organelles जोटा prokaryotes की archaea रे missing ଅଛି. So here I am just giving two example of a fungus and a protozoan, ହେଲା? So just to show the major structures जोटा ଥାଏ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ଏହି यूकेरियोट्स ରେ, ହେଲା? So again ତମେ ସବୁ ପଢି ସାରିଛ. Just the purpose is to revise everything before we move into the actual studies. So ଆମେ ଟିକେ organelles ବିଷୟରେ ପଢିଦବା, because organelles are the in the sense distinguishing features of. Okay, so first we begin with the plasma membrane. Again, like in the bacterial cell, this is the cell boundary. It is selectively permeable, okay, and allows also for cell-cell interaction if there is any cell-cell interaction, and allows adhesion to surfaces. ହେଲା? So, to the surface, if the eukaryotic cell has to bind, so the plasma membrane is especially for that. And କିଛି secrete ହଉଛି, then that is also from the plasma membrane, as well as signal transduction. ହେଲା? So basically receiving of signals or giving out signals done by the plasma membrane. Then we have the cytoplasm, or the basically liquid cytosol, on which the organelles and everything is present, and this is the site, okay, or location of many metabolic processes. So ଆମେ ଯାହା ବି glycolysis हो, ଯାହା ବି cycles हो, ଏଇଟା ସବୁ ଏଇ cytoplasm ରେ ହୁଏ. And then eukaryotes have a cytoskeleton. Okay, eukaryotes have a cytoskeleton. So this is consisting of actin filaments, intermediate filaments, microtubules. So this is mainly for the cell structure and movement. Cytoskeleton used. Then the ER, okay, ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛୁ the ER, endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so this is for the transport of material, lipid synthesis, or ER of gamma. Ribosomes, like bacteria, protein synthesis. Okay, we have the Golgi apparatus. Again, these are all very basic things, but so Golgi apparatus is dealing with packaging and secretion of materials. Okay, our lysosome formation भी करा जाए. Lysosome रे intracellular digestion. Okay, so combined with the ingested जोटा भी ingest ହେଇଥିବ ସେଥିରେ lysosome also combines. Okay, and the most common one, the mitochondria. Okay, the mitochondria. So this is the energy production. Okay, so এইটা ବି ତମ ବାୟୋକେମିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିରେ ପଢିଥିବ କ'ଣ କ'ଣ ସାଇକେଲ ମାଇଟୋକଣ୍ଡ୍ରିଆରେ ହୁଏ. So ସେଇଟା ବି ମୁଁ ଛାଡ଼ିଦେବି. Then we have chloroplasts for photosynthesis. Okay, so this is mainly in the plant cells and all. So then we have the nucleus for the genetic material. Okay, nucleolus. Okay, so for the RNA synthesis, cell wall. Okay, and flagella and cilia for cell movement, and then vacuole for temporary storage. So these are some of the major functions of the eukaryotic organelles. So very important for us as we move forward. So finally, ଆମେ ଟିକେ ଦେଖିଦେବା the comparison between bacteria, archaea, and the eukaryotes. ହେଲା? So I think I don't know if तुमको ଏଇଟା any explanation is needed. ଏଇଟା basic ତମର ତମେ 11th 12th ରେ ପଢିଥିବ, UG ରେ ବି ପଢିଥିବ. So basic comparison between bacteria, archaea, and eukaryotes. So just to highlight, I'll just quickly go through. Hmm. So eukaryotes रे there is membrane bound nucleus ଥାଏ जोटा कि bacteria and archaea रे नଥାଏ since they have a nucleoid. Then DNA complex with histones in some bacteria and in eukaryotes it is found. Right. And then we have chromosomes. So there is one circular chromosome, okay, and chromosomes have single origin, okay, or origin of replication. Okay. Archaea there is a circular chromosome, and some chromosomes have multiple origins, okay, and some are polyploid. Here in eukaryotes, we have more than one chromosome, okay, and chromosomes are linear, okay, and they have multiple origins of replication. Plasmids, bacteria, archaea, mile, which is eukaryotes are both rare, okay, and in case of bacteria, introns, so it I think you remember introns. um, uh, genetic ଆମର genetics ତମେ ପଢିଥିବ exons and introns. ହେଲା? So the coding regions are called as exons and the non-coding regions are called as introns over here. Now introns in bacteria and archaea are very rare. Okay, whereas in eukaryotes introns are found. ହେଲା? Nucleus again is found in the prokaryotes. ହେଲା? Nucleus. Okay, and then we have the different organelles. Okay, organelles हमको यूकैरियोट रे मिले जेंति माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, क्लोरोप्लास्ट, एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम. ହେଲା? ଆଉ ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ ପ୍ଲାଜମା ମେମ୍ବ୍ରେନ୍ କେମିତି ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଥାଏ. ସୋ ପ୍ଲାଜମା ମେମ୍ବ୍ରେନ୍ ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ ଏଇ କେସରେ. So the bacterial plasma membrane, eukaryotic plasma membrane also is very similar. The archaea is different. And then flagella is present in most of them, but for movement, but it might differ in the structure over here. Okay, so in the eukaryotes, it consists of microtubules. ହେଲା, ତାର ଗୋଟେ pattern ଥାଏ, ଆମେ ବେଶୀ ତା ଉପରେ କଥା ହେବାନି. Then bacterial cells have peptidoglycans, which is not present in both of them. If you talk about ribosomes, so the bacteria uses the 70S ribosomes. Archaea also has a 70S ribosomes, okay, whereas eukaryotes use the 80S ribosomes. Okay. Cytoskeleton हमको मिले uh, in eukaryotes, okay, in eukaryotes, but it's very rudimentary, man. It's very basic in bacteria and archaea. Okay, no भी था. And gas vesicles are found in bacteria and archaea, which is rare in eukaryotes. So this is just a comparison between all of the different uh, major components of the tree of life. And this is again a repetition basically between all of that, but just to talk about. So photosynthesis bacteria रे हुआ, eukaryote रे हुए, archaea रे नଥାଏ. Okay, methanogenesis or reduction of sulfur to H2S, nitrification, denitrification. So these are important factors related to the environment. Maybe we will be coming back to these things again. So actually, I'll just take a stop. So this is actually you can. I mean, this is a revision of whatever bit of microbiology, biochemistry, and other things that are required. Okay, uh, but uh, what is important for us is to now talk about the different biogeochemical cycles. Okay, how these microorganisms refer to this biogeochemical cycles over here. Okay, so ମୁଁ ଆଉଥରେ ମୋ ସ୍କ୍ରିନଟା ଟିକେ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ କରିବି ଟିକେ ଦେଖ just a moment, let's see this. Okay, so this is the next topic that I have. It our syllabus ତମମାନେ ଦେଖିଥିବ ଯେ slide ମୁଁ ପଠେଇଛି. So the microbes are a very important component of biogeochemical cycles. So ଆମେ briefly ଦେଖିବା ଆମର ଯାହା ଯାହା biogeochemical cycles ଅଛି. And today I want to talk about the carbon cycle. And I will talk about the carbon cycle and I will move ahead over here. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay. Okay, so I hope you are able to see my screens, microbes and biogeochemical cycles. Okay, so already climate change विषय में कथा है सारी चीज. So historically, changes in the environment have been associated with the emergence of disease. ଆମେ already ସେଇଟା ଦେଖିଛୁ because ଆମର climate change ହେଉଛି only ନୂଆ disease ସବୁ ଆସୁଛି. ଗୋଟେ example ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା the presence of insects. Okay, so the insects are generally vectors. Okay, so major diseases raw vectors also these insects. For example, we have plague over here. We have plague, ना? One malaria, Lyme disease, ना? Yellow fever, dengue fever. Okay, so these are some important diseases sort of third world countries रे बहुत होଉଛି. So immediately ଆମେ generally भाबू a disease ना ଶୁଣିକି these are in other places. अच्छा, but generally कौन हुए ଯେବେ temperature increase ହେବ ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛୁ climate change କେମିତି ହେଉଛି because of the greenhouse gases. What we are having is the temperature is rising. Now, because warmer temperature asila, okay, because we are having warmer temperatures, okay, so this expands the geographical range of many insects. So maybe insects man always they try to be in a favorable environment, but due to warm climate, they are able to move to a larger distance. Okay, so कौन होची? So it is expanding the geographical range. Take a more highlight for it so that you can refer to this later on. Right. So this expands the geographical range. Right. This also lengthens the breeding season. Okay, and boosts their reproductive rates and drives them to feed more frequently. So because of climate change ଏଇ ସବୁ effect ଆମେ generally ଦେଖୁଛୁ ଏଇ ଆମ insects ରେ, ହେଲା. Now in addition to diseases carried by insects, 600 of the known infectious diseases are shared between humans and animals. So not only insects but humans and animals will be ଆମ transmission ହଉଛି. ଆମେ जो COVID-19 ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ, sometimes people tell that it is transmitted by bats. Hello, so that is very much possible. Okay. So the effects of global climate change on infectious diseases ଆମର ତିନି ପ୍ରକାର ଅଛି. First ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ is altered disease patterns that are already been witnessed. ହେଲା, so ଯେମିତି କି ଆଗରୁ plague ଗୋଟେ type ର ହଉଥିଲା, but ଆଜିକାଲି it is moving into a new type of maybe new region ରେ ହଉଛି ଏମିତି ସବୁ ହଉଛି. Second are diseases that can be predicted with confidence. For example, malaria or dengue. So ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛୁ malaria କାହିଁକି cause dengue କାହିଁକି cause by looking at the particular mosquito we are able to tell that the vectors are present and that could be the we have also identified the organism for malaria and dengue. But there are some diseases also that will surprise us. And the COVID-19, ago we were not known about the coronavirus was not thought of to be infectious. So it is obvious why the microbiologists involved in the study of link between climate and infectious disease. ଆମେ କେତେଟା reasons ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ ଏଠି because climate change ହେଉଛି so it could cause uh, the emergence of more diseases. So what may be less obvious is the role of microbes in the climate change. I mean, in case now I have to देखो but microbes play a very important role in the process over here. So because microbes are the disease-causing agents, okay, so they are only the disease-causing agents. How would very important in some ଦେଖୁଛୁ is the cycling of all elements. ଆମେ ଏବେ biogeochemical cycles ପଢିବୁ ଆଉ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ cycling କେମିତି ହେବ because of these microorganisms. Okay, so the cycling of all elements is mediated by microorganisms. ହେଲା? So that is why it is very important ଯୋଉଟା ଆମେ ଏବେ basics ଆମେ ପଢିଲୁ microbes ବିଷୟରେ because all of them are involved in the particular process over here. So ଆମେ biogeochemical cycles definition ଗୋଟେ ପଢିବା. So the sum of the microbial physical and chemical process, okay, that drive the flow of elements between sediments, waters, and the atmosphere. Okay, so land, water, and atmosphere. So कौन involve ଅଛି ଏଥିରେ? Microbial, physical, and chemical process. So तीनटा process. So microbes involve ଅଛି physical process or chemical process that drive the flow of elements. Okay, so the flow of elements between sediments, water, and atmosphere is called as the biogeochemical cycles. So environmental microbiology generally this is what we study. Okay, I mean because we are talking mainly about the microbial process. I mean physical chemical process involved होगा नहीं, but we will talk about the microbial process that is involved in the organisms over here. Okay, how which organism is actually leading the case over here. So before I start about the biogeochemical cycles, ଆମେ ଟିକେ ପଢିବା କି actually କ'ଣ ହେଉଛି ଏଇ biogeochemical cycles. So mainly ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ is the redox reactions ଏଠି ହୁଏ. That is the reduction and oxidation. So in addition to difference in temperature, okay, so temperature, pressure, salinity, pH, nutrient availability, variation in redox potential is extremely important in determining microbial activity. So whether ଗୋଟେ microbe କେମିତି act କରିବ it depends upon the temperature, pressure, salinity ହଉ, pH ହଉ, nutrient availability ହଉ, but redox potential ର ବି ବହୁତ important ରହୁଛି ହେଲା. redox potential ଟା କ'ଣ? So redox potential ତା ଅର୍ଥ ହେଉଛି oxidation reduction potential. ଏଇଟା କ'ଣ? A tendency of molecules in a system to accept or donate electrons. Okay, the tendency of molecules in a system to accept or donate electrons. ହେଲା, so କୋଉ element କୁ convert ହବ. Okay, so based on the acceptance of electron it will get reduced or it will get oxidized. ହେଲା, so that's how the cycle moves. So ଆମର ଯୋଉ ବି element ଅଛି ସେଟା oxidize ହେଉଛି କି reduce ହେଉଛି. So that's the so here our focus is on the redox potential in the context of microbial environment such as soil, sludge or sterile growth environment. So ଆମେ କ'ଣ ଦେଖିବା ଆମର particular environment ରେ କୋଉ redox reaction ହେଉଛି ହେଲା. So conversion କ'ଣ ହେଉଛି ତମର element is getting converted into what sort of thing over here. Our redox potential को ଆମେ କେମିତି measure କରୁଛୁ? The redox potential of this environment can be quantified in volts or millivolts. Okay, volts or millivolts. millivolts. Okay, but to do that हमको ଗୋଟେ compare କରିବାକୁ पड़िବ standard environment ପାଇଁ, but since standard environment does not exist, so an hydrogen electrode is set to zero. So generally we try to look at this way we are able to measure the redox potential. Okay, so the redox potential of an environment is determined by the electric potential difference between the environment and the standard hydrogen electrode. Just our knowledge might have mone rakhiya tha. Okay, EH. Okay, so this is the potential difference. Okay, so environment composed principally of compounds with high redox potential. Okay, high redox potential, so more positive will be more likely to accept electrons. Okay, uh, and one new compound is added over here. Okay, so basically the newly added compounds that donate electrons becomes oxidized. So quota reduce hoji, quota oxidize hoji. So हम खाली say we have to understand the entire little process over here. So ଏଠି ଗୋଟେ ମୁଁ ତମକୁ ଗୋଟେ ଟେବଲ ଦେଖଉଛି ଏଠି ଆମ ପାଖରେ ବହୁତ ଗୁଡେ ଏମିତି ସାଇକେଲ୍ସ ଅଛି କାର୍ବନ ସାଇକେଲ ହେଲା. So we have the okay, we have the carbon cycle. Okay, so where the ଏଠି ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ carbon gets reduced to methane ହେଲା, carbon gets reduced to methane by accepting 4 hydrogen ହେଲା. Intermediate state ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ carbon monoxide ଆଉ oxidized form ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ carbon dioxide ହେଲା. ଗୋଟେ cycle ରେ ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ reduced form ହେଉଛି methane, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. So ଏଇ ତିନିଟା state ଭିତରେ ଆମର carbon generally move କରେ ହେଲା. ଆଉ ତାପରେ ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ ନାଇଟ୍ରୋଜେନ. ତ ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ କରିକି ଦେଖିବା. ନାଇଟ୍ରୋଜେନ ରୁ ଆମେ କ'ଣ ଦେଖୁଛୁ is the ammonium. Okay, and then nitrogen gas, nitrous oxide, nitrate, as well as nitrate. Okay, so seମିତି sulfur. Sulfur भी ଆମେ ପଢିବା ଏଇ particular course ରେ. So carbon, nitrogen, sulfur. So sulfur କେମିତି reduce form ରେ ଥାଏ? H2S. H2S is the reduced form ହେଲା. Elemental sulfur भी exist करे. Okay, thiosulfate, sulfite and sulfate. So these are the forms देखिବା. ଆଉ I think ଆମର ଗୋଟେ phosphorus cycle ଆମେ ପଢିବା. We don't have iron and manganese. Iron manganese ଆମେ ଦେଖିବାନି, ଆମେ phosphorus ଦେଖିବା. phosphorus ର reduce form କିଛି ନାହିଁ. So always present in maximally oxidized state. The phosphate. The phosphorus is always present in the phosphate state. Now, which intermediate state are not there. So there are other cycles also like iron, manganese, mercury. बहुत अलग सब cycle अच्छी, but हम course में जो चारटा cycle use होती, so we will stick to that. So carbon, nitrogen, sulfur और phosphorus. So इटे मन रखी तो always ଗୋଟେ biogeochemical cycle ରେ redox reaction ହେଲା. Either the material gets reduced or it gets oxidized. How हमको ये table मन रखिले we will know all the various uh, forms in which the element exists. So हमें first हमें देखिए carbon cycle जोटा हमें देखिए reduced form हमारा होची methane ଆଉ intermediate होची carbon monoxide ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ oxidized होची carbon dioxide ହେଲା. So we will be looking into these things over here. So the question is, why do microbiologists care about the redox potential? ଆମେ କାହିଁକି redox potential ବିଷୟରେ କଥା ହଉଛୁ? Microbiologists or environmental biotechnology ଯୋଉଟା ବି consider କରିପାରିବା. So the redox state of the environment plays a critical role in determining the type of microbes present. Because what a microbe might not be doing both the oxidation as well as the reduction. So ଗୋଟେ ହିଁ କରୁଥିବ, either reduce କରୁଥିବ ନହେଲେ oxidize କରୁଥିବ. So depending upon the environment, ତମର ସେଇ type ର microorganism ସେଥିରେ ଥିବ. Okay, so ଏଇଟା ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା. So the redox state of the environment plays a critical role in determining the type of microbes present. Okay, so because it determines which oxidized compounds are available as terminal electron acceptors for anaerobic respiration, and what reduced molecules are present as electrons in chemolithotrophy. Okay, so this is a new term, chemolithotrophy. I don't know if તમે આગળ દેખશો ને નહીં, but so basically we are talking about the type of material present. है. So in general, electron acceptors used in an anaerobic respiration follow a continuum defined by free energy yield of each reaction. এটা અમે reaction વિશે રહેતા દેખવાની, but